I think we have a game now. Both teams score a run in the first. We'll see if the Cougars can actually make it rain here.
Ball gets away, run coming home. He is safe. Stetter, the pitcher, comes in to score from third on a passed ball. And just like that, there is the lead for Carroll Stream. Pretty easy run to come in for Adrian Wren, who swings and fouls one out. Runner at second now is going as he advanced on that pass ball as well. 2 away in the inning. 2 runs in. Is Randa, one of the extra hitters in the lineup for the who strike out to first out of this inning. 2-1, bottom of the first. Beautiful night here at McCaslin Park in West Chicago. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the inning. So a couple runs do come in to score. The Cougars take the lead, but still a lot of ducks left on the pond for both teams in that first frame. After 1 inning of play, it's Carroll Stream 2, Wheatland 1. You're listening on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Make it not crooked.
I don't know. Just work with it. That's the least of our problems right now.
We'll go back.
We are back for the second inning of play.
Guys, something's not working.
At McCaslin. top half of the second. All right, hello again, everybody. Top of the second here. It is a 2-1 lead for the Carroll Stream Cougars. Anthony Warren leads things off for the Ducks of Wheatland. After his team scored 1 in the first, but felt like they could have scored more, Theo.
Oh, definitely. I think we're seeing some great defense from Carroll Stream.
Indeed, 1 away as Warren strikes out.
Eh.
Good pitching as well. As up now is Dwayne Johnson.
And he gets the fans looking for Carroll Stream.
Indeed he does. With 1 away, got a chance to get things going. Where's number 5? And the Knight is over at first base. Tall first baseman
Hold on.
stands in the box
Lost audio again.
against Jacob Stetter, who, again, was some trouble in that first inning. Went on to score in the bottom half of the first. After he drew a walk,
Kyle,
stole a base.
we lost audio.
How do we lose audio?
I don't know. Move the camera.
Stop.
This is upstate.
Plug it back in. You guys got to be closer to the camera. You can't keep moving around.
I don't, is that,
Just stay right there.
miss. Strike 3, down goes Johnson. That was back-to-back Ks to start out the second inning. I think there was some first inning nerves for both teams. We saw a lot of traffic on the base paths. At least here in this top half of the inning, it certainly looks like Stetter is locking in on the mound.
Oh, definitely. But, the younger you are, you get more nerves. In almost anything in life, really. Especially in a sport like in baseball.
Absolutely. Easy to do. Sure got all your parents and friends watching this thing. There's a lot of pressure out there tonight. But you know what? It is, again, a beautiful night here. Just relax. Play balls. There's a strike to Thomas Waddell. Thomas scoring a 522 base percentage thanks to his team leading 19 walks. He grounds one foul along the first base line. So he'll stay at the plate for one more pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Striking out the side is Jacob Stetter. They go 1-2-3 in the top half of the second. The score remains 2-1 in favor of Carroll Stream. underway. It is Emmanuel Acosta leading things off after Jaden Phillip made the last out in the second half of the first for Carroll Stream. They lead it 2-1. 2 runs coming in that top half of the first. Both teams, at least in that first inning, were able to get the leadoff man on, and good things happened. Top half. It was 1-2-3 for Wheatland. What can they do defensively to have the same results for Carroll Stream, a 1-2-3 inning?
I guess get the players set up. Try to make sure that Carroll Stream. It's a little advanced for this level, but make sure Carroll Stream doesn't get any barrels. You know, don't let them get any pops in the bat.
Outfielders shallow, infielders at medium depth. Actually, corners in on the infield right now as Acosta waits for the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's down on strike. Strike 3.
I think as we're starting to go more and more into the game, the pitchers are starting to get a lot more confidence. As we kind of saw in the first inning, it was more sloppy from both pitchers. As you said, Carroll Stream, they let the base runner go, the leadoff runner go to first, and then we saw Wheatland gave up 2 runs and had the bases loaded. Actually, both teams did.
Indeed. So now it is Justin Rittenhouse at the plate with 1 away. Sorry, we're battling technical difficulties, but we appreciate you all for tuning in with us here as the ball missed outside. 1-1. Excuse me, that did catch the strike zone. 0-2 to Rittenhouse, making his first plate appearance of the night. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes. 1-2-3. He goes in that at bat.
Again, as I said, once you get the momentum as a pitcher after that first inning, you start to get locked in. And once you're on, you're very on.
Indeed. Up now, Clay Hartsfield, the number 10 batter in the order, of course, in this level of ball at 11U. Everyone gets the bat, even the guys who aren't in the field. And Clay Hartsfield is one of those guys as he steps away from a ball 1-0 to Hartsfield. Taking some practice swings up there now is Angelo Beltran waits on deck. Ball missed outside 3-0. So after striking out the first 2 batters for Taylor, he has fallen behind 3 balls and no strikes to Clay. But a strike finds the outside corner there, 3-1.
I gotta say, the third out is the most hard out to get in
Always.
baseball. And, you know, you got the 2 outs. You're just very focused on ending the inning.
Absolutely, and there's ball 4. So like you said, the job not done yet. You're right. It is one of the hardest things to do is get that final out of any inning. Especially when you get 2 strikeouts in the way that Taylor did. Looking so good, looking so confident.
And now you got the leadoff man on top of the order now. That's not going to be an easy task.
No, definitely not. As we continue the action here. Hartsfield, they check on him at first, but he's in safe. And now Now it is Angelo Beltran, number 11 in the order. So we're going 1 through 12 here. 12 men in the lineup for Carroll Stream. Beltran scored around the bunt, taking off for second and diving his way in safely is Hartsfield. Nice slide. Looked like he got his feet caught, but he's all right. It's an artificial surface on the infield here at McCaslin Field. The outfield is all grass, though. There's a ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Over the third goes Hartsfield.
Yeah, I did notice as I was walking into the field today, saw a big sign that prohibited metal spike shoes. So
don't want to be tearing up the infield.
Yeah,
The outfield doesn't really make much of a difference, but those infields, that's precious cargo. So at third base now is Hartsfield. And a 3-1 count again. Now ball 4, back-to-back walks, this time to Beltran.
Get it back, get it back.
And that will bring up Jack Mahoney. The 12th and final man step to the plate in the order here for Carroll Stream.
Runners in the corners now. If you're the Ducks, you're just hoping that the batter can hit it up the middle.
That's all you got to do here with 2 outs. Got to get one in play. A fly ball will not do if one of the outfielders is able to make the catch. That will end the innings. You got to poke one through the infield, or stay patient with the at-bats. As Carroll Stream has done in this inning, doing a good job after striking out quickly. Back-to-back walks, sets up men at the corners. Keeping an eye on Beltran over at first. As Mahoney takes a couple practice cuts. And our umpire making his way back behind home plate. I believe he was having a discussion with someone along the first base dugout. Wheatland in the green uniforms occupying the first base dugout. And in the white and black unis with the navy blue socks is Carroll Stream. So the count 0-1 to Mahoney. Waiting on deck, Jake Perusi on the top of the order. That one's chopped foul up against the fencing. 0-2. And a great chance to get out of the inning. Boy, if the Ducks can get out of here without giving up a run, how big would that be?
Oh, that'd definitely be big. You keep it a 1-1 game, and you still have some confidence in you that, you're not out of the game yet.
There's a grounder back to the pitcher. Flip on to first. They do it. What a job by Michael Taylor. 2 strikeouts to start the inning, then back-to-back walks, but men at the corners. But he gets a little dribbler right back to the mound to get out of the inning unscathed. So after both teams got on the board in the first, they do nothing in the second. We go to the third inning of play here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. It's Carroll Stream 2, Wheatland 1.
Something?
Oh. for joining us down here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Will Trubshaw, Theo Corey on the call with you as we have a chopper over to first. Taking it to the bag himself. One pitch, one out for the Wheatland Ducks as Andrew Teal retired. On the 3 unassisted put out by Axel Gomez. And Theo, it's a low-scoring game so far. You and I were talking in between innings there. Well, we thought this was going to be a really really high-scoring game between both teams. So far, we're in the third. It's just 2-1. Both teams got on the board in the first, but nothing doing in the second inning.
I mean, I called the 12U game yesterday with the Cougars and the Bollywood Silverhawks, and it's 21-20 on a walk-off single.
Goodness gracious. Tell you what, that is certainly feeling like a different story today as ball one to Gavin Smith, who walked and came around to score the only run of the game so far for Wheatland back in the top of the first inning. Ball kicks way away from the backstop. Jaden Phillips lost that one. Breaking ball misses upstairs. It's 1-2. And we have a new pitcher on the mound. Dylan Rito taking over the pitching duties in between innings. So just 2 innings of work for the starter, Jacob Setter.
I mean, Setter did a very good job.
Oh, yeah. Settled in nicely after a rocky start to the first inning for him. Issued back-to-back walks, and then from there it was pretty much nails, including striking out the side in the second inning. A one-out walk issued. Now to Gavin Smith, that's 2 walks on the night for him so far. And Jeremy Parville up to the plate. He walked his first plate appearance as well. Got a man on first. Ball 1 missed outside. And Darville, I'm sorry. Jeremy Darville at the plate. Runner going to second. Throw over is late. In with a stolen base, Gavin Smith. That is his second stolen base on the night. And he's a base-stealing machine, as there's a big wave and a miss by Darville. The count 2-1. In the top of the third. That was a healthy swing, I'll tell you what, swinging for the fences. 300 all the way around here at Field 1 at McCaslin Park. 300 to dead center, 300 to the corners as they check on the runner. At second base in Smith.
I mean, with how shallow the outfielders are, you don't need to hit it out of the park to get a home run. Just go near the warning track, and then you're safe.
Throw over to third. They've got him in a rundown. Smith in trouble, and he's going to get into third safely as the ball kicks away on the pickle. And now nobody's covering home. Smith coming home. He scores. Gavin Smith got caught in a rundown. They had him dead to rights as he was trying to steal second. But he started running back, got himself into a pickle, got out of it on a bad throw, and then nobody was covering home. The catcher and his counterpart, Jaden Phillip, had come up the base path to back up at third base, and it left home plate unoccupied. And how about Gavin Smith making it happen? A little Javier Baez-esque there for number 34, and he single-handedly ties the game at 2.
I mean, I just love the heads-up base running from Gavin, though. You know, looked there and he saw, hey, I can have an opportunity, though, and he took it. That's why we have a tie game here.
Indeed. So Darville strikes out for the second out of the inning. Brings up Ronan Wall, who grounded out to first base his first time up, but he would drive in Gavin Smith with that ground out. Nobody on and 2 away as he swings in a mighty uppercut hack. But he's behind it. And the count even at a ball and strike apiece. 2-2 now. In the top of the third. Ball misses inside and it gets away. from Phillip. Count is 2-1 to Wall. Or rather 3-1 now. As that one misses inside, ball 4. So a 2-out walk for Ronan Wall.
Starting to seem like a repeat at the first inning. You know, KO Stream, they start to lose a little bit of confidence and momentum. They managed to get it back there, but this may, if they don't play the cards right, this could involve a lot more damage.
Runner in the second is Wall. He is safe. Another stolen base. This Wheatland team are very aggressive on the base paths. Very, very aggressive. And it's Charles Haas at the plate now. 0 for 1 his first time up as well. Struck out looking. But right now it's Reno on the mound. And he's just trying to find a way to get out of this inning, preserving the tie at nothing else. Count is 1-1.
I think another thing to look for here
His ball missed inside.
is how many balls is he going to get. Because if he gives a lot of walks, they may have worked enough pitches to have an early yank.
Already at 20 pitches this inning is done. But a grounder over to first ends the inning. Another easy field. Brian Gomez. And that does it in the third. Haas grounds out to end it. Excellent heads-up base running by Gavin Smith. We're through 2.5. It's Wheatland 2, Carroll Stream 2. You're listening and watching on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Bottom of the third, it's Dwayne Johnson taking the mound for the Wheatland Ducks. No, not that Dwayne Johnson, not The Rock. This Dwayne spells his name Guain, and he moves over from first base to the pitcher's mound. A tall righty works and fires home, ball 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, what?
Right? A little confusing, but it's Jake Parisi to lead things off in the third inning. It'll be Parisi, Reno, and Stetter. Duo up the top of the order for Carroll Stream, and they had success at the top of the order in the first inning when they scored 2 runs. And this game even again after Gavin Smith's marvelous base running in the top half of the third. So the Cougars looking to get the offense working again. There's a swing and a miss, chasing one low and away. Makes the count 2-2. Parisi, who singled first time up, will roller through the right side. This time he grounds one right back to the mound. Throw the first is high. That's going to get away. But staying at first is Parisi. So the ball kind of sailing there on the pitcher. Again, Dwayne Johnson taking over for Michael Taylor. He only gave up 2 runs. I thought he pitched very well too.
Yeah. I think both starters have to have a little bit of a rocky start. Very starter got in though.
It's always those first inning news, especially if you haven't pitched in a while. I think that's a ball. Runner was taking off for second. So Johnson, knew the runner was taking off, so he froze mid-delivery, but you can't do that. That's a balk, so the runner gets to advance to second base anyway, even if a throw had been made and he was tagged out. But there was no throw. So Parisi in a scoring position, and that's the go-ahead. Oh, no, I take it back. He's actually heading back to first base, so I don't know that anything was called. Our umpires called time, and now he's getting back behind home plate, so I'll beg your pardon, folks. I don't know quite what happened there. This time, though, Parisi takes off for second, and he's in safely. So, ultimately,
You called it.
gets those 90 feet. That time it's a stolen base, though, so it looks a little better in the scorebook. So I think everyone prefers having the stolen base in the stat line when it's all said and done.
Like how a pitcher would be for an actual strikeout, not a pitch clock violation.
Yes,
Strikeout.
absolutely. Though I don't think we have the pitch clock here. Throw down to third, nobody going. Parisi took a couple steps off, a big lead, but wisely retreated. But a better safe than sorry throw there for Gavin Smith. Really does it all. This time the runner goes to third, and that ball gets all the way to the outfield. Coming home is Parisi. He will score standing. So that time he is aggressive on the pace path, takes third. The throw's a little wild. And on the E2, the catcher by the error Smith, or the error by the catcher Smith, I should say. The run comes in, and that is a 3-2 ball game. And now heading down to first is Reno, excuse me. So an error and a walk to start out the inning, and just like that, it's a 3-2 lead again. And now we have time called, and I think we're going to have a pitching change. Oh no, I think sunglasses are a little bit.
That is important. As you see the sun, starting to settle down.
Not over left field, directly over field. Really getting in the eyes of our right fielder.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Warren, he's going to be one. As well, out in left field. Charlie Haas. Good stop. Taking second base is Reno. Good setter. Who his first at bat walked and would also come around to score. Jacob, after pitching the first couple innings, is now moved over to shortstop. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. One run in for Carroll Stream as they grab the lead right back. It's 3-2. Now ball missed outside. Johnson unable to find the corner. And Cats even had a ball and strike apiece.
One thing I think
Ball 2, strike 1.
One thing I think I'm noticing between the 12U and 11U team in the game I watched, I think this team is more patient at the bat, but the older team they rely more on extra base hits.
I can believe that. A lot of power as ball 3 sails behind the back of Stetter. He'll head over to first base, and that is another walk. So 2 on, nobody out, and up comes Ryan Cohn. He too walked his first time. Excuse me, Rogan Cohn. He walked his first time up. And in the count, he is waiting for his first pitch. And he swung and fouled it back, strike 1. So 0-1 to Rogan Cohn. Still over at third base. And he lifts one high in the air on the infield. Coming over is the second baseman. He can't make the play. Got a chance to flip over to second. Out. Is the call? What's the call? I think actually what our home plate umpire is ruling right now is that ball, despite it going about 1,000,000 miles in the sky, was actually a foul ball. It hit the bat. Or may have hit the plate. And therefore, it was a foul ball. So everyone's got to return back to their stations. I think that's the ruling.
If that's the case, that must suck. If you made your way from first to second to like third, you know. But hey, if you have to take your steps, take your steps. But it looks like
a lot of energy. So I think it looks like what may have happened is actually the ball hit the bat twice, because Rogan has been declared out. He's no longer on the base paths. But Stetter and Reno advanced 90 feet. So that is our first out of the inning. I apologize for not having the official ruling. We're out in center field right now.
Yeah.
We're looking through a couple advertisements in the center field fences. There's a grounder over to short and through. That's going to score 1 run. Second run coming in. The relay throw will not be made. 2-run score. It's an RBI, 2 RBI single for Axel Gomez, right back up the middle. And just like that, 2 runs are in. It is 5-2 Carroll Stream. Really blowing it open here in the third.
oh, definitely, especially with how this game has gone. Carroll Stream get 1 or 2 more runs. They might have started to put the metaphorical dagger into this one.
Adrian Randa fouls the first pitch he sees off. It's 0-1 to him. He singled his first time up. It was a high bounding ball. It landed right in between short and third base. No one was able to call it off and turn into a bloop single on the infield. Randa would like to do that again. Keep the rally going here. Still just 1 out in this third inning. So there's a big swing and a miss. by Rana, and the count 1-2. Runner goes, there's a grounder through the right side. The hit and run was on his way to third. Gomez, he holds up there. And it's another single for Adrian Rana. Well, I don't know if that was intentional. If that was a designed hit and run, certainly looked like it. And that gets Gomez all the way over to third base. Another knock. Adrian Randa 2 for 2 on the game. There's men on the corner, still just one out. And the Cougars are still threatening here, Theo.
Well, whatever that was, if it was a hit and run or not, it was successful as you put a man in scoring position. And you're in prime position to continue this blast of inning of run-ins.
Yeah, now Randa advancing into scoring position with a stolen base. So two ducks on the pond for the Cougar. Jaden Phillips, take a look at strike that one. Dropped in beautifully into the zone. Count 1-1. Ball missed outside. Nice stop by Gavin Smith. The backstop for the Ducks. He's responsible for the 2 runs that have scored so far for Wheatland, scoring both times himself. There's a big swing and a miss by Phillips. 2-2. That gets away. Here comes Gomez. He's safe, standing at 6-2. 4 runs in the inning for Carroll Streams. They're starting to pull away here. Outs are becoming a lot harder to come by right now for Wheatland.
Now, this was the kind of game I was starting to expect, you know. A huge offensive explosion. And you have some times where the defense doesn't really respond well, or they have a couple communication errors. As you know, this is still learning. But we'll see how Wheatland responds if they can pull back into this one.
Another walk issue this time. Phillips hits his base. Still not on the corner. Still 1 out. In the bottom of the third, 6-2. And this certainly does have the feel of an inning that could get out of hand in a hurry, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Down to second goes Phillips, and line just keeps moving. Emmanuel Acosta struck out his first time up. Went out swinging. That ball gets away. Runner made his way halfway from third. Now the throw over to third. And back in safely was Adrian Randa. He took off for home. He thought, well, that ball got all the way to the backstop. It did not. It was a good stop by Gavin Smith. And his throw almost got Randa third base. You never want to make him out at third. It would have been just the second out of the inning for Carroll Streams. Not the end of the inning. But still, a reprieve and chance for more offense here as they lead at 6-2. And they still threaten. It's a 1-1 count. And that one's popped up behind home plate and out play. Souvenir for the fans. Their lawn chairs right behind home plate. Really good crowd on hand tonight. And again, why wouldn't it? Just perfect night for some baseball. WSBL. That ball kicks away. This time, nobody moving up. And looking like right now, the brakes are being pumped. aggressive base runner for Carroll Streams. There's a big swing and miss. And that is strike 3. Second out of the inning. And a sigh of relief for the Ducks. They get that big second out. Costa goes down swinging. Yep, to Justin Rittenhouse now to keep things alive. 2 away, 4 runs in for Carroll Stream in this inning.
Yeah, Ducks need to get a pop out or a strikeout, or really any out. Nothing else is supposed to suffice.
2 hits in the inning, 3 walks. The big blow coming Axel Gomez. It was 2-run single. This is a 5-2 ball. One more run is coming in. Throw down back safely. Was Randall. Randall at third right now. Jaden Phillips second. Hoping Justin Rittenhouse bring him in. Here's the pitch. Just outside for a ball. 1-1. Rittenhouse looking for his pitch. The 1-1. Behind him, 2 balls and a strike. Well, we are back top of the fourth now, and after the offensive explosion in the bottom of the third, one run already back after Micah Taylor led off with a single. Came around to score thanks to a wild pitch and then a ground out over to second base. Now another grounder over to second, and this time it is Dwayne Johnson who's retired. The man before him, though, Anthony Warren, also grounded out to second, but drove in the third game for the Wheatland Ducks. So 2 outs, nobody on, but a run in, and it's 7-3 in the top half of the fourth inning for Thomas Waddell, who, if I'm not mistaken, if my ears don't deceive me, walks out to Edwin Diaz's walkout song, Narco, which I got to say, that is a really solid walkout song. Grounder over to first. It's a hot one under the glove of Gomez, and not in time. Safe at first is Waddell. That was a hot shot along the first base line. That would have been a really tough play for Gomez. Waddell on with a 2-out single.
This inning is very.
I'm sorry. I actually. He is not, because both those balls were foul balls. I truly do apologize. Count is 0-2 on Waddell. I thought the first ball he hit was a fair ball along the line. This time, though, a liner to second is caught for the out. So, false alarm, no base hit there for Waddell. Instead, he lines out to end the inning, but not before one run comes in to score. It's 7-3 Carroll Stream. You're listening on Sports Broadcast Solution.
Oh, no.
Bottom of the fourth inning at McCaslin Field. WSBL 11U baseball between the Carroll Stream Cougars and the Wheatland Ducks. And I'll tell you what, we've had a good game so far. Will Trubshaw here with Theo Corey my main man on color commentary. And Theo, it's 7-3. We saw a lot of offense that last couple of half innings. Bottom
Yeah.
of the third and then top of the fourth. So one run came in the top of the fourth for the Ducks, but 5 coming in the bottom of the third for the Cougars, who send Angelo Beltran to the plate now. What can we expect more of the same here from this Cougars team? And they've looked really locked in on offense.
I mean, they're first in their division for a reason, and it seems to be their defense. Sure, it's nice to get a very good offense that can score 7 in a game, but you can't really win those games if you don't have good defense, and especially pitching.
Nope. Making his way down to first base is Beltran. A 4-pitch walk to start out the inning, and a new pitcher on the mound as we start this bottom of the fourth. It's Charlie Haas for Wheatland. Third pitcher of the game used by the Ducks. They started the game with Michael Taylor on the mound. He went 2 innings as that ball missed in the dirt to Jack Mahoney. So it was Michael Taylor. Then Dwayne Johnson pitched last inning and got roughed up for the 5 runs. This ball missed inside. Getting out of the way was Mahoney, 2-0 to him. And moving up on the throw was Beltran. Beltran, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 plate appearances and 2 walks for him so far. It's a valuable asset getting on base. In fact, it is 2 walks for Angelo, who stands at second base. There's a liner out into center field. That wall's down. A base hit. Beltran gets the wave around third. Throw coming in, cut off by the pitcher. In standing is Beltran. It is an 8-3 ball. 8 runs in the game.
5-1 lead before that was the gap before the start of this inning. Now, we'll see if Carroll Stream can expand that lead.
Indeed, the Cougars, nobody out, a man on first. Now a man on second, I should say, as Mahoney advanced. There's a chopper foul up to the Cougars' dugout. Well, for Mahoney, the number 12 batter in the order, that was his 4th hit of the season and his 5th RBI. So a guy who has had a lot of time in the bottom part of the order, but valuable. You got to have guys who can get on base, and you do that as Jack did and driving runs. So he's now worked his way over to third. That's big for any team. If you can produce 1 through 12, as the Cougars are tonight, it makes it pretty hard to beat. And again, I think evidence why they're in first place in the Green Division. Right up there with the Rage Black team. Grounder over to first, fielded by Dwayne Johnson. Another run comes in to score. Mahoney touches home, and it's 9-3.
But there is one out, so.
One out, and a big first out for Haas and the Ducks. Want to keep the scoring to a minimum if you can. If you can hold each team to 1 or 2 runs, you'll be in decent shape. Or the team to 1 or 2 runs an inning, you are in decent shape. You've put up 3 runs yourself. So all hope is not lost. Certainly, and we're in the 4th of what should be a 6-inning game. So still a few outs to work with. 6 outs to work with, to be exact, actually. Fly ball on the infield, backtracking off the mound and making a really nice catch is the catcher, there's the pitcher, Charlie Haas. That's a tough play. Backing off the mound, straight back, and making the grab yourself, doing it all. Who says pitchers aren't athletes, right?
Yeah, pitchers are athletes.
You know what? You hear that too often.
Mm-hmm.
Not there. Charlie Haas making a good name for pitchers all across America.
Mm-hmm.
A splendid catch for out number 2. There's a rocket through the right side and into left field. That's a base hit on his way to second. And not stopping there, going to third. It's Stetter. How about that for Jacob Stetter? That is a 2-out triple. He ripped that one into the gap in left center almost all the way to the wall. And not done yet are the Cougars. 2 runs in the inning. A chance to crack double digits here. Make it a 10-3 lead if Ryan Cohn can bring in, Rogan Cohn can bring in Jacob Stetter, who got the start in this one again. Went 2 innings for the Cougars and looked really good doing it too. 3 strikeouts, allowed just 1 run. He does it all for this team. Has 3 homers on the year as well. Does Jacob Stetter. Swing and a miss, and well, we've got time as, if I'm not mistaken, that is a kickball that rolled onto the field. So we've got here at the McCaslin Park complex tonight, baseball at Field 1. I believe over at Field 4, they've got a softball game going on. And it looks like at Field 3, they've got kickball. An adult league kickball game. So, folks, it's a busy night here at the park. The parking lot's full. But watch out for flying kickballs. Man, I think someone got hit by a pitch. Oh, and that's going to sting. Rogan Cohn took one off the body, and he's down in some discomfort. And, oh, boy, you hope Rogan's okay.
Yeah, nice show.
That's never fun, taking a pitch.
It's not, but
taking one for the team, but does it ever sting?
But a nice show of respect by the Ducks, kneeling. You know.
Taking a breather and looks like Rogan gonna take a breather, come out of the game. We'll have a new runner at first. Or will we? Did Rogan make his way down to first base? Ball's in the dirt, gets away, run coming home, and in to score is Stetter. So Axel Gomez took a look at ball 1. It got away from everybody. I believe it's Dylan Renault pinch running for Rogan Cohn. Yes, it is. Over at second base, he moved up too. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1. 2 away, but 3 more runs in the inning. It's 10-3 as the Cougars have broken double digits in this game. And that's kind of been a constant theme for them this season. Is they are routinely putting up double-digit runs a game. Taking care of business. 9-3.
I think this performance,
12-11 overall,
it's making the top of the 4th look very bad for the Ducks. They could have gone a couple more runs in. They might have kept the lead from throwing this much.
Yeah, that's all right. It's still 10-3. A 7-run deficit. The count 3-1. And that one rocketed right back to the pitcher. Nice play by Haas. Throws over to first to Dwayne Johnson, who holds on to the ball to end the inning, but a couple more runs come in to score 3 to be exact. It's a 10-3 ball game after 4 innings of play. Carroll Stream Cougars are in charge, 10-3 over the Wheatland Ducks. Into the 5th inning we go. It is a 10-3 advantage for the Carroll Stream Cougars. Carroll Stream adding 3 more on in that bottom half of the 4th. And Theo, well, the Ducks have their work cut out for them here, but if you can get the leadoff man on base, that generally bodes well for your offensive chances.
Yeah. You know, just get this man on base and just try to get in that rhythm of hits and walks.
And this batter, by the way, is Andrew Teal, the center fielder. Grounded out to first base his first time. Gets out of the way of the pitch there. Count is 2-1 for the leadoff man. Will be 9-1-2 for the Wheatland Ducks. You certainly want to turn it over to the top of the order for Gavin Smith, who has reached base 3 times via the walk and scored all 3 times. He is essentially the offense today for the Wheatland Ducks. Technical difficulties as heading down to first with the leadoff walk is Andrew Teal. So there you go, the leadoff man on. And the top of the order, really an ideal scenario if you want to get a couple runs back here. It's a 7-run deficit. Patient eye at the plate today. Gavin this year has been, well, one of the machines in this offense for the Ducks. Hitting 489, scored 23 times coming in. Along with 23 hits. Tack on his 3 runs. 26 runs. That ball gets away. Hustling down to third is Teal. He's in safe. Well, I'll tell you something about this league, Phil, is runners are extremely aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I think I want to look out for if Smithfield can get on base, still a base, maybe at 60 for you.
Wouldn't that be something? What a season that is.
Yeah.
Still a handful of games left on the schedule. It's an 18-game slate in the WSBL. Already has 60 steals. About 6 or 7 of those games remaining. My goodness. What a year it's been. Count is 3-0 again to Gavin Smith. Boy, hey, can he work his fourth walk of the game. Let's see, he swings and misses on 3-0. Excuse me, 3-1, make it 3-2. So a full count, gonna have to battle now. The first time he's been in a count like this all night. And the payoff pitch is outside. Ball 4, walk number 4 for Gavin Smith. On base machine, like he said. I mean, what a guy's in a pickle. One of them comes in to score. Smith getting chased down between first and second. Over to second, he is safe.
That almost turned into a disaster, but again, staying focused on what's happening. It didn't look smart, but I can tell you, it ended smartly for him.
Indeed it did. And coming in to score on the wild pitch on ball 4 was Andrew Teal. So we'll run back. It's 10-4. And that ball missed to Jerry Darville. Darville over 2 on that, a pair of strikeouts, and a walk all the way down to the first inning. Ball bounced on Clinton, huge lead over at second base by Gavin Smith. Looking to score for the 4th time in it. It's 10-4. Another run would make this just a 5-run deficit, and that's, again, just the Ducks lead. He's gonna have time for the next pitch is thrown. 2-0 count to Darville. Infield comes in the top. To our pitcher, it's another one. Logan. Another new one, so Logan Cone is the man on the mound. Folks, we want to apologize for any and all technical difficulties we've been having in this game. We appreciate you for sticking with us. We hope you're enjoying this game. It's been a good one so far. 10-4, high scoring in the 5th inning. Ducks trying to mount a comeback here. Jeremiah Darville draws a walk. So that is 3 walks to start this inning. And it brings up Ronan Wall. Drove in the first run of the game, way back in the 1st inning, making a 1-0 game. A lot has transpired since then. And he rips one out to right field. That ball